Day one of the shop going up behind me. They've got I think 2 columns up, 2 beams, vertical beams up right. There's one and the other one's over there somewhere. I don't know, I can't hardly see. Anyway, they're working. I've got a couple time-lapse cameras going. I'm trying to not shove a camera in someone's face that doesn't want a camera shoved in their face. But also, they're doing a lot of welding, so just don't really want to be looking at that, you know what I'm saying? In the meantime, though, I've got my own stuff to do. I've got to replace both of the batteries on my truck. I've got a 2012 F250, and it's got 2 batteries on it, and both of them are 4 years old, and I'm starting to have issues starting, and I believe that's what it is. So I hate to spend the money, but you gotta do what you gotta do. 10:07 a.m. I'm not sure what time they started. They got here before I did, but we've already got all 4 of the columns put up on the far side from this camera. Still trying to figure out that balance of trying to record as much as I can without shoving a camera in someone's face. But it's a wonderful day. It is a wonderful, wonderful day. Of course, you don't really get the size and the scale of it until it starts to go up, right? So we have 14-foot walls, and now that the columns are in place, most of them, it's interesting to see what 14 feet high looks like where the shop will be. It's one of those situations where it's like, I wasn't really expecting it to be taller, wasn't really expecting it to be lower. It's just, you don't really know what to expect, and you're like, oh, well, that's new information. You know what I'm saying? I'm up on a ladder overlooking the slab over here, and I can't help but just really be drawn towards the view of looking through these pines that are coming down. When this is all a fruit orchard, it's a permaculture space, man, it's gonna look so different. But I think it's gonna look good. I think it's gonna look really good. I just got back from a late lunch and also getting the batteries for my truck. I got those installed. Checked that box, and now I get to look at what they did while they're not here. It's strange recording other people working. I said this earlier. I said this when the concrete slab was being poured. It just feels weird watching other people work, especially with a camera, where you're just completely helpless. You're not helping at all. You're just simply watching other people work. I know it's got to be strange for other people to have a camera on them. I get that. But it's still strange being in my shoes, watching other people work and not lifting a finger to help. Anyway, they got all of the columns installed, the posts installed, minus that corner over there. And I think they intentionally left that corner on the ground so they could build the trusses. Let me spin you around. And actually, not really spin you around, but get out of the way. They built all the trusses over here. Now I don't know if these are done as is, or do they require a piece to connect these two here to prevent this from sagging and spreading. I don't know. But I do know that 14-foot walls are a little bit taller than what I had envisioned. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not complaining that they're tall. I'm just shocked that that's what 14 feet looks like. That's actually probably a little bit less than 14 feet because the other beam goes on top. So we're gonna have a lot of vertical space in here. And as I walk around on the slab with the columns up, it kind of has that first feeling of a shell, first feeling of boundary. Yeah, that's it. The boundaries is what's really starting to take shape, literally. So pretty cool progress for day one. I don't know what time they got here. I think I got here around 8 and they were already working before I got going. And then they left at, what is it, 2 p.m. So it is Friday. It looks like it's at a good stopping point. They will likely be back on Monday to keep going. We're expecting rain all weekend, so I don't know how ooey and gooey all this is gonna get. Gumbo, as the concrete guy called it. The concrete guy said he had to wait a few more days for that gumbo to dry out. And that's probably the best description of the mud around here anyway. But I'm excited. I'm starting to really get that, you know, that excitement in my chest, you know, just starting to, everything's starting to take shape. So our first plan was to get into this shop on the property summertime. Actually, the first plan was before winter, and then that turned into everything's moving so fast, maybe in the summertime. Negative. And then it became maybe around October, middle of October for my birthday, which is in October. Negative. And then it turned into what it currently is, maybe we'll get in before Thanksgiving. And that could potentially be after Thanksgiving now. So regardless, we will be in this space this year. And really the end of December and then all of January and February. February is our real cold month. End of January, beginning of February, that's our coldest time. Which in Mississippi isn't super cold, but I'd still like to have the camper inside this shop because our camper is not good in cold weather. It is a southern camper for sure. But here I am rambling about my camper on the end of day one with the shop build. So that means I need to get off here, go spend some time with the family and enjoy the weekend. I hope you do the same. You guys take care, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.